Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond the Evidence. This is the channel where justice matters. My name is Marv. I am a true crime fanatic, and I love to dig deeper into the mysteries of unsolved cases. Join me as we search for missing persons, uncover the clues in unsolved murders, follow along with jury trials, and we'll be a voice for the voiceless. I'll share with you the facts, the theories, the clues, the evidence, and the controversies that surround these cases. This is Beyond the Evidence. Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond. Oh my goodness, Jay, it's been a night.
It is. I was going to change that right after, but then I didn't want it to play again, so we're good. I see that. If you go into your brand, you have a bunch of stuff, so it's okay. We're live now. We have people waiting even.
There's something more than that going on.
Oh no, we look clear, but is there something more? Oh, you're missing some stuff. Yeah, I see.
I'm missing some stuff.
Yeah, there's
okay, thankfully I have it saved. We're okay.
Good. We need visuals.
Today, Facebook dropped off for a bunch of people. We were logged out. Now we come on and there's this video looping in the background that I have no idea how it got on here.
It was a vacation song. It says we need vacation. And it was like the Beach Boys.
And then I don't know if Anthony's messing with us or what, but
he's got all his Greedo stuff.
We had this up there. What? We are live? So I'm hurrying up and I'm taking this stuff off.
Look at how many of his intros are on your page too. I think he was logged into the wrong one.
I want you to see what was playing behind us when we first came on.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
And it just kept looping and looping and playing the same thing over and over again. Somebody is messing with me.
It was Greeno. Look at the chat. Anthony. Carly said it was Anthony.
Oh, that Anthony. You just wait.
And look at all of his banners and backgrounds and intros. Oops.
Well, that I'm used to, but oh my God.
Best song ever. All right.
Hi, hey, Birdie here. I run an Elijah group on Facebook and have placed your video there. Thank you so much. We appreciate
Don't forget guilty. Yes, guilty of crime also. I have videos. I have 2 Elijah videos. So
yes.
At guilty of crime, everybody.
Okay, which reminds me, I was gonna do this earlier and I completely forgot, but you just reminded me. So I have to go to customize channel and edit section. There we go. Guilty of crime, right?
Guilty of crime. Yeah.
There you are.
Guilty of crime. Yeah.
All right. I just put you under my recommended channels, so anybody can find you then.
Thank you so much. Yeah, because we both have videos, and I'm sure they're very different. We work well together, but we have different styles. So, yeah, add them all. I did a gun one today. Hopefully you saw that, Marv. If not, we'll see it later. You'll see it later.
Yeah. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? Just wanted to thank you, Marv, for being boots on the ground in this case. I commend you for doing something about this case instead of talking about it. Thank you so much,
Agreed.
Shades of Fae. I really appreciate that. It was my honor to go down there and search. And I'm hoping that I can't do it this weekend, but I'm hoping that I can go back the following weekend. Hi, Jean. How are you?
Hey, Gene.
Yeah, Anthony, you just wait. when you're least expecting it.
We're going to tag team on you. It's not going to be
Yep.
fun.
Okay, so we've got a good live tonight. We are still holding out hope that Elijah is going to be found. Everyone.
Yeah. I heard today they were saying that, well, the hope that I heard was that if he is found alive, somebody took him. He wandered off and somebody took him and they have him. So I'm going to give that little bit of hope and then take it to you because you were there.
My heart says that I hope he's found alive. I want every
Absolutely.
child to be found alive. Absolutely. But with the
Me
amount
too.
of time that's gone by and people not really seeing him or Jesse in that apartment building or around the apartment building, that has me worried. But I have every faith that they will bring this little boy home one way or another. He will be found.
That's good to hear. I can't wait to hear about your trip and your search.
So yeah. Saturday we left here at about, okay, so one thing to know about me is I'm always late, usually. When I say we're going to leave somewhere, add a half an hour to that. And that's when we actually leave.
But you made it.
Yeah, I said I wanted to be on the road at 8. Well, the good thing is I had to drop my son off, so I was in town. So that cut off 15, 20 minutes. So technically we did leave on time from town. So, but it was about an hour and a half drive to my sister-in-law's. And we took the back way to get onto the highway, so it took a little bit longer, but it was okay because I avoided traffic.
Yeah,
yeah, it's always a plus.
And how was the weather, by the way? Just curious, because when
gorgeous.
You're searching, and okay,
gorgeous,
good, perfect
Saturday
weather,
was gorgeous,
no storms, nothing like that.
No,
good. That gives it more hope too, right?
Right.
When you have good weather, it's easier to find things, people, whatever you're looking for. All right.
So my guest tonight, this is Jay from Guilty of Crime. She has her own YouTube channel. She just started it not too long ago. She covers a lot of cases too. Some of the cases we cover that are the same, some are different. But go check her out. She's trying to get everybody. She's trying to get started, and she needs views and watch time and
we did both cover the Elijah Vu case. We both care about the same things, got the same thing in common, and I did get a lot of subscribers, everybody. So my channel's not too bad. I've in less than 5 weeks, 323 subscribers. So go check it out. I have a lot of content.
Yes, and her link is in the chat here. So
thank you, 50 Shades. Go ahead.
Yes. So we made it down to, we had to go to Green Bay first because that's where my sister-in-law lives, and we picked her up. And then from there we went to Two Rivers. We got to Two Rivers, and we sat in a parking lot for about 10-15 minutes just to get our bearings and kind of look around. And I had to look up the address for the apartment. Here we drove right by it on the way in, and I didn't know it.
You're
So from
straight detective.
yeah. So from the parking lot, took a bathroom break, and then went straight to the apartment. And I'm gonna present my screen here.
Yes, I'm a visual person, so I can't wait. I've been waiting for days for this,
I know you have.
and I'm not patient, so thank you.
Make sure I
Thank you,
turn the
50
volume.
Shades.
Actually, I'm gonna have the volume off because I don't know what swear words might be in there. And that way. So these are all the videos I took from the 2 days I was there.
And you finally
And
have them.
yes, I finally have them.
Good.
Um,
MP4.
So this is at the apartment building. The first thing I saw was these little hearts by the tree. And then somebody had come and put "We love you, Elijah" on the sidewalk.
Is that right in front of his apartment?
This is the apartment.
Okay, there you go. Wow. That's not a shabby place. I was expecting it to be a little bit run down or something, you know, just because of what you hear about the people, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad they have that out there though. And they got a little, like, I won't call it a memorial, but they've got a little bit of hope there.
Right.
Hope, prayers, and love for Elijah, everybody.
Exactly.
That's what we're all doing.
And the weird thing is that this is right across the street from a cemetery.
Yeah, that is weird. That is weird.
So these are the yeah, it's hard to tell in here, but they're heart candles.
Okay, they look like marshmallows from here, but
I'm
glad
they do, but they have little it must be battery operated because they have like a little
a little switch. One of them's just turned sideways or so. Oh no, they're hearts.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
And
Now
they actually light up in the middle for at night.
That's you can tell there's a lot of love for him. That town's coming together.
So I'm just gonna play this again because it's not that it's only 56 seconds. But the fact that somebody stopped and wrote this on the sidewalk just got to my heartstrings right away.
I was about to ask you how you felt about it when you got there. Like, were you feeling overwhelmed, or like, you know, what were your feelings?
Just knowing that he was there.
Yeah,
we were thinking this is maybe the apartment that he's in, because that was the only one that had all of the shades drawn.
and it's like, well, it's right out front.
Right. But that looks like a pretty heavy door to me. I don't think somebody's a little 3-year-old's gonna open that very easily.
Well, didn't they say that there was multiple locks on it inside too? I mean, they have a lock.
But that's on his inside apartment door.
Okay, so you walk into that and then you go inside the apartments. Is that what I'm understanding with that place?
So there's a hallway and probably stairs. We never went in it.
Okay,
but there's a hallway and stairs to get in, and then doors for each apartment.
Got it. So there's some extra security there. I didn't imagine that. I was thinking like, oh, he just bolted out the front door. But even if he did, you still have got that extra bit of security. Well, and the cemetery. There it is.
Yes, this is the big cemetery across the street.
Yeah, that is big.
And it's all houses and apartment buildings, you know, in these few blocks here. And as I was recording this,
I see you.
The gentleman in the apartments if you to the left, said, "Hey, what's written on the sidewalk?" And we're like, and I couldn't hear him all the way. And my sister actually started walking over by him to see what he was saying. And he's like, "A van stopped and wrote something on the sidewalk. What did they write?" And we were telling him that they wrote, "We love you, Elijah," on the sidewalk. And he said that there was so many police that day and
Oh,
the
right.
next day
Before you,
coming.
okay. The day you
So
were there, or the day before,
on the
or the day?
20th, the day he went
Okay, on the
missing.
20th. Okay, on the 20th. It
Yeah.
sounded like right before you got there. Okay.
No, on the 20th when Elijah went missing, he said there was
And
so
so
many police.
how many days after you went? I'm trying to think of the date. You were there this weekend, so it was already like 10 days in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he said there's been a lot of police, a lot of FBI, a lot of agents from surrounding areas, and they have been going door to door, knocking on doors and talking to residents that are in that area.
Yeah, I mean, they're still looking for Elijah. If that was to have happened, the guy fell asleep, right? Jesse fell asleep and he got out, and somebody, because kidnappings happen all the time. That's just as
Yes.
common as bad parents. And I shouldn't even say bad parents. I don't want to use vulgar language, but yeah, just
And
as
I
bad
don't
as
care what
parents that,
time of day and night this is. There are
right.
so many apartments there. Somebody would have seen that child walking.
Absolutely.
Between
Unless
the
it was a
apartments and the
kidnapping.
houses, they would have
Yeah.
seen him walking.
Is that a busy street also?
That is
Curiosity.
that is one of the main streets to get into town. So
Okay.
yes.
So somebody would have saw something, and that's a huge cemetery that spans pretty far across.
Yeah.
So if he would have tried to cross the street or something, yeah, somebody would have saw something for sure.
And even if he had gotten into the cemetery and still
Exactly
continued
50.
walking straight, there's more houses and stuff back there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, even the cemetery, I don't know how busy it is, right? I don't know.
Right.
If there's some, so, but yeah, I can see that it's not just like a forest or anything that he wandered off into. Yeah, good work,
No.
Marv. Go in there. That's awesome. You
But
can't picture this from Google
even if he
Maps,
wandered
right?
into the cemetery and went through the cemetery, he still would have ended up at houses back here.
Yeah, I see a house to the left over
Yeah.
here. I see a house and all to the side. So yeah, you would see him out there, and then he would have. Yeah, somebody would have saw him for sure.
So the Facebook user is my sister who was with me, and she says, "I still say, let me talk to the boyfriend. I'll get him to talk." That's all she kept saying while we were there. Let me at
Hey,
him.
is he
Let me talk
taking
to
that?
him.
Can you go to the jail and do a visit? That's
Yeah. Yeah. Carly even says he definitely didn't leave on his own accord.
no. I'm just trying to keep hope out. Just assuming, and that's still not hopeful if he got kidnapped either. But I think
Right.
that's the only way that he would be with us is if somebody had him. Yeah, he didn't leave on his own accord for sure.
No. And
You think
I
it's that
zoomed in.
window?
I think so because it's the only one that had everything closed. It was,
And there's nothing around the back. It's just like a 8-plex.
yeah, it's got windows like this in the back.
Yeah, okay. Which is like 2-4, 2-4, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like an 8-plex, kind of. You can't tell, I guess, unless you go inside. I don't.
Right.
But yeah, they're gone, right? Both parents are now arrested, so everything's closed up. I assume the cops did their due diligence, searched the house, checked for any kind of DNA evidence inside.
Yeah. Now, this one, I think I'm probably not going to play through this because this is the conversation with that guy. And he got off subject and talked about his ex-wife and everything. And well, one of the things that he did say is that he did not see Jesse a lot or the little boy. And he did say that his mom, now this is the guy talking, his mom read somewhere that Jesse took some pills to sleep and alcohol. Now, I've heard in the groups, and I'm not sure, this is just allegedly, that he did this very often to sleep.
I did read that somewhere too. I think I mentioned that in one of the videos, and I think a lot of people knew, which is weird that they didn't see him much. So I wonder who reported on that, but he probably did.
And this guy said that he had lived in that apartment next to him, the apartment building next to him, since August.
So the complete building, not inside the next building
Not,
over.
not the building that Jesse was in, but the building next to him.
Right.
So, yeah, that was a little different. Very nice guy. Just was astonished at how this could happen.
Did he say that? He was astonished at how it happened?
Yeah, how this could happen, yeah.
Or how it could happen the way they said it happened, right?
Well, and
That
he
he
had
fell
mentioned,
asleep.
he's like, things don't add up, right?
Yeah, right.
A
lot of us aren't astonished that it happened. I mean, I honestly, in my opinion, the mom said right away that she sent him over to be a man, and they talked about the punishments, being against the wall, making till his legs shook. I wonder what made them even go that far to say that, because right when you say that, we go to abuse. So it's interesting because they wouldn't have even known that had they not said anything.
Right.
I wonder what made him talk that far about it.
Right.
They didn't need to say that.
So the front of the building is right over here. And you walk around this corner, and that's where the dumpster is on the side. And then the parking lot is back in this area. So you walk straight in front of the apartment building here, round the corner. Here's the dumpster. I believe this is where they said they found the shoe. And then this area here and back is the parking lot for the apartment building.
Good call on the picture. So they did just find one shoe in the dumpster or around the dumpster?
I believe it was around the dumpster.
Okay.
But this is what I thought. It says security camera in use.
Yeah, where are the security cameras?
Where is it? And was it working?
Who has
what
it?
What did it record?
Right. Now, since they're keeping them, I mean, we know the cops have them on a bond, cash, so they can't get out. I really, truly wonder what evidence that they do have that they're just not sharing yet, per usual. But they really want to keep them in there for something. There must be some, obviously, you have something. I wonder what was in the apartment. What are they waiting on the cameras to come back? Maybe
I don't know, but
I don't know.
I think there was something in this garbage can, not necessarily Elijah, but evidence.
Right, of course.
And that is what led them to the landfill. They have to search that landfill to find where this evidence is.
Yeah, because they had plenty of time. Well, we don't know. You said on there was a picture of him last seen on the 20th. Did you say?
No, on the 16th.
On the 16th. So between the 16th and the 20th, they had time to do whatever they were going to do if they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not 30 minutes that he says that it happened. That's for
Right.
sure. Because how did his shoe get outside like that? And yeah, that was either staged or just sloppy work.
And it was garbage pickup day that day.
Okay, so then yeah,
On the
maybe it fell
20th
out.
when on the 20th when he was reported missing, it was garbage pickup day.
Yeah.
So I do know from working other cases where they are looking at dumpsters when the garbage truck comes and picks up all the garbage from that area, they go to the dump and they are given an assigned area of where they have to dump. And it's all recorded. This garbage came from this area.
And they know what time, right? Probably,
Yes.
roughly.
So they do have an estimate of how big of an area in that dump that they have to look through.
Interesting. They've had, I mean, now since the 20th, we've had, what are we at? Over 2 weeks. So they're not searching there anymore, right? If they had found something, then we don't know.
I've heard that they're still at the dump.
Interesting. Yeah, it does take a long time, and it depends how much they have. It's just so hush hush. I keep seeing the missing, still searching, the still searching I'm seeing, but
Yeah.
we haven't heard anything else. I'm on that
Miranda,
trying to find out.
so we know that a dinosaur shoe was found by the garbage can. We do not have confirmation if it was Elijah's or not. Police are not giving out information on that. Um, Now there has been an update since yesterday that we will get to, but we don't know a whole lot except for what that PCA tells us.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more. If the mom was talking, I don't know if he talked or not. We saw some of the on mine. I saw some of the clips. I showed some of them, and the mom would have confirmed that's not his shoe. That's his shoe. Whatever. Another information we just don't know yet.
Right. And one of the reasons I can tell you, one of the reasons they end up in these areas is because it's extremely hard to find
To
them.
find. Yep. And interesting enough, when you said that it was on the 20th and he called it in on the 20th, I'm sure he called it in on the 20th after the dump, right? I
Um,
know when my trash is coming, it's every, Wednesday at like 6 a.m. So if you wait till 7 a.m. and then call, it's gone. Boom. So when you said that, automatically my assumption was, dang, there was probably evidence in there.
yeah, and they do have a picture now of Elijah and Jesse on the 16th. There's reports that Jesse was at a bar on the 17th, and everybody's like, well, where was Elijah
Where's
during that time?
Elijah? Yeah, where was the mom? She did just drop him off, right? She wasn't in and out. She just dropped
She
him off.
did come back.
Oh, she did.
Yes, because in that PCA it says they met halfway between Wisconsin Dells and Two Rivers.
What date
And
did they give? Do you remember? If you have
hang
it. Yeah, interesting. So they met halfway. Yeah, so it's just a lot of stuff. Well, a lot of stuff doesn't add up. It's weird how much they're talking and how much they're not talking. Why even say that you're abusing or neglecting a child to that extent and then not say anything else and then act like, or, like he just walked out of the door.
Yeah.
He wasn't seen with Jesse on the 17th that night. Yeah, no. They never let kids in bars.
Oh, she has one count of neglecting a child as a party to a crime and 2 obstructing an officers. The reason she has the obstructing of officers is because they found out there was 2 dates that she was in town and she lied about it.
Okay. And that could have been, we're going to, I'll speculate the worst. Maybe something happened and he's like, you got to get over here, whatever. But if she's lying to the officer about being there, there's a reason why.
Right.
Why even tell him about the neglect? That's what I don't get. Yeah, there's so much to this. You always wish these people would just tell the whole dang story.
Yep. So, all right, let's see. This is 28 seconds. So I was looking for a camera and I did not see one. And then that's why I zoomed in on this, because it says security camera in use. Well, okay, that's wonderful. Where is it?
You think the trucks have them on there maybe, and that's it? Maybe they're just talking about the truck. Or also they use those signs everywhere. Around here they use those dummy cameras and they put the signs up and they don't even actually work a lot of times. So that could be the case too.
So this is a little bit of footage of downtown. This Two Rivers is actually pretty big. And it's like in sections, and you've got a downtown area, then you have the main area where you can come in, where you go past the apartment and the cemetery, and then you've got another area on the other side by the water that you can drive past. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this town is confusing.
Yeah, that looks like the businessy part, or no, it looks like the part where you go maybe took some bars, eat some pizza and whatever, and then maybe some woods that you're going to show us probably later.
Yep.
It says cool city. But yeah, the cameras though, I do think that a lot of times they do say that, but that would be interesting if they come up with some camera footage from there.
So Sadie's mama, no, she did not take him back to Wisconsin Dells. She came one night and he was sleeping on the couch. So she drove 2 hours from Wisconsin Dells to Two Rivers, got there late at night.
To do what?
Elijah was sleeping on the couch, and by the next morning she was gone and headed home by herself. And then we know she was back in town. We were not sure how long that one was, but she was back in town another day.
Yeah, so that
says he didn't walk out that door, and this footage has convinced me. Exactly.
Yeah, that you can't see that kind of footage on Google Maps. I pictured it being an apartment building where, when you have a dog, you open the door and it runs out into the street, right? And you can't catch it. Somebody wasn't going anywhere with that door and then a second door. And those were decent places. That was a decent place. It wasn't a shoddy place that he could just get out of. They look pretty nice.
Yeah.
I pictured when you get into certain parts and it's just like apartment after apartment after apartment. And yeah, no, it wasn't like that at all. Is that a church there?
I was trying to figure out where the police department is. Here it's behind this building, and you'll see a video. And so in this little snippet is my sister and my sister-in-law. Right here. They're the ones that came with me. So
what was that building?
The front of it, I can't remember what they called it.
There's a lot of buildings that look like churches. The one on the left and the one on the right look like a church.
Huh. And I think they actually were.
Okay. Well, then, I mean, that's another reason that, not always, but the community, when the communities are really into religion and, they have a lot of churches, you will get the whole town looking.
Yeah. So this is behind that building that we were just looking at. It's the city hall and the police department behind it. Now, my sister-in-law went in there to see where the searches were being held in Two Rivers, and I can say that the female police officer was not very friendly and said, you need to go to Manitowoc to the movie theater where the family is coordinating the searches. You cannot search with the police department.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
So we were like, okay.
yeah, if they did find any kind of anything, they don't want the crime scene disturbed. They could be more friendly, but yeah, I get that. I get that. They get in trouble for that. We all look at them on cases and say those people stepped on a thing and they didn't cordon it off right. What are they doing?
So there's
So
water.
I get that.
There's water back here.
What's up with the car? That's a good question. Do you know anything about the car they were looking for? They think he was kidnapped?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
gonna bring that up here in just a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, on Poland parking lot. Maybe I never even checked a poll.
Maybe it's on the trash can. I wonder how big do you know how big that town is by chance? I can look it up real quick too, probably. I wonder how many people are in that.
I want to say the sign said 11,000, but I don't think that's right. Municipal building, that's what it was in the front.
Yeah, I saw that comment from, is that your sister or
yeah,
the Facebook user? She was not so sweet to us. She was so sweet to us. Not. Population.
So then okay.
Yes.
6 miles away from the apartment building. This
6 miles?
Okay. 6 miles away. This is the Girl Scout camp. And this is the first gate. And then if you go up the road a little bit to the right, there's another gate. And then if you go up just a little bit more, there's a big rock quarry and sand quarry.
So you guys went down that road?
Yes and no.
Okay, yeah. You can't go in there.
So on this day, you can see that the gate is closed, right?
Yes.
Up through the woods over here is that quarry.
Okay. There are 11,000, by the way, 11,263 currently.
Okay,
I was trying to you were right. I just I'm trying to imagine like the size of the police force and the search team and what's going on. So, yeah.
So we did go up this hill and we looked a little bit. Paula did walk about 100 yards in. You could tell that all of the land over on this side was trampled down and that people had searched it.
Good call on that. I was just going to ask that. I was trying to see it. It's a little grainy, but yeah. That's where you can tell the search spots is when you see all the footprints. I wish I could have been out there.
All the grass was trampled down, so you knew that they searched right up here. But this camp is 140 acres. So we don't know how far back they searched. Right. But we did go down this road the next day because the gate was open. And if you go down this road and around this curve, you come to a split off. You can go to the left or you can go to the right. And we went to the right and drove back there. We were looking for like a main building to see if we could talk to somebody to see if we could look more in there. Well, we didn't find a building. We came up across their little swimming hole, and then there was people back there that we didn't know, so we turned around and came back. But
Yeah, another thing too is all the guys nowadays get caught because of the pings and stuff, and I haven't heard anything about that. Maybe you have, or maybe they just left their phones. The mom,
I haven't heard anything about pings
anything.
or.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Because they're searching in specific areas, and like I can understand the landfill, the 20th and the 20th, right? That's going to match up. Maybe it's in the dumpster, but yeah, that's interesting. And sometimes it takes a while to get the paperwork to do that, but I wonder why they're in certain areas and why they don't want people there.
Right.
Hmm. This is good.
She says, I'm going to get
I'm
into
gonna
trouble.
get-
No, you're not. They can't prove anything.
Facebook user, we don't know who you are. Does anybody know who that is? No. We're gonna get in trouble. That's cute.
I agree with you, Miranda. Law enforcement knows a lot more. They're just not saying.
Yeah, there's a lot more questions that I have to this case than answers.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure most people, but I mean, as we go further and further, I'm just like, I have so many questions. I'm like, Marv, tell me, just because you were there. But yeah, I mean, these visuals are
Okay.
great.
So, one of the things that I really want to stress, Andrea says, she says, bail me out. And then Andrea says, I'm turning Facebook user in. No. So one of the things that I really, really want to stress is that wherever we went to search, we found big stick piles with branches or actual trees over them. Make sure you take the branches off and you look in the pile of sticks at the bottom. It's a perfect place to hide a child, and not many people look in there.
Yeah.
So we took a picture, and we really want to stress that and this is all over the place, not just here, that
This is
there's
awesome.
piles like this.
This is
So
cool
just,
that you were out there and did this. Man, I couldn't
yeah,
even picture this if I tried.
so just pick up the big branches, and kind of move them and look, use flashlight if you need to, and just make sure you're looking at the bottom, at the ground, and make sure that the dirt is not disturbed at the bottom when you're searching out there. Look in, around, under, everything.
Yeah, I wish we knew more too. Did you meet
So
any
this is a
other
great,
people?
this is a great shot. See how all this grass is trampled down?
Yep.
And that's because there was people walking through there looking for him.
Yeah, and I do wonder how far they went and how many people they had.
And see what I mean about the piles of sticks and stuff? They're everywhere. There's another
Yeah,
one
I've
back
never done
here.
have you done these before? Have you done search
No,
no,
this was my
thank
first
you.
search.
Well, thank you for that. And wow, that's good. We're learning a lot because I've never been close enough to do that, but these are great pictures and good information to think about.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, if there's a hollow tree, you got to look in
Right.
everywhere you can think of.
Right. He's so small. He was 3 years old, so
Right.
it's even easier to if he was there, yeah. Dang.
And this is just a small area by that Girl Scouts that they searched. And
I
as you
think
can see, there's still wet areas.
yeah. Yeah, we kind of talked about that, right? We think if he do find him, there's going to be some wet areas, not necessarily in the water, but near. That was good. That was a good picture right there because I was trying to figure out where the water was, but that has just like little areas, but little marsh areas with
Yes.
water. Yeah,
Yes.
good. Did you meet other? Well, oh, you did. You'll probably talk about that. You met the
Yep.
family and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
you'll get to that. Were there other people searching like in the community
Oh God,
that you
yeah.
connected? Okay, cool.
We didn't. We only searched the three of us together. There was other teams that had already been out and searching.
Right.
This is the first place we went though, because we had already been looking at this, and my sister-in-law wanted to go here first.
How do you yeah, good question is how do you know where to go? I wouldn't know where to start. Did you is that where they pointed you? Is that what they said when you went into the police station
No,
to
this
go?
came from my sister-in-law. She's only 45 minutes away from here.
Oh,
So she's
okay.
been looking at different things on the map and listening to people talk in the area and everything. And so when she saw this was only 6 miles from the apartment building, she's like, "You
Yeah,
got to look there.
got to go there,
You got
right?
to look
Right.
there."
Yeah. It's good information for people that want to go search or in their local town for somebody else cuz it's just not stuff you think about right away. For me anyway, and did you even look under
Yes,
that, Marv? Was your heart
Anthony,
beating fast?
we looked under every single one that we came upon.
Did your heart beat a little faster every time you picked something up? Mine would
Yes.
have. Yeah. You find
Okay.
something, boy.
Before I go to this video, so from the Girl Scout camp, we went to the next city over, Manitowoc. And we went to the movie theater because the movie theater was gracious enough to open that up for the family to have that be the base of where they were going to sign out areas to search. So we went in there and we met Linda, the aunt that we saw on TV, and we met Sue. And those were the two ladies that were pretty much heading up the searchers. They had a map on the wall and they had areas kind of marked out where they wanted people to go, and they had it colored in if it was already being searched. So I mean, they had everything going.
Okay.
And then what they did is they took your name and your phone number and put it in a notebook. And so like they gave us Mishikata, is that how you pronounce it? I think.
What are you trying to say?
I think it's
Michelada?
Mishikata.
Mishikata. What was it? Anybody know?
Mishikat.
Mishikat.
So it's three towns right in a row: Mishikat, Two Rivers, Manitowoc.
Okay. And that's where they told you to go. Okay.
Right. And we're like, oh, we know where that is because we passed through it going there. So okay. So a lot of the searching in that area we did not record because we were going underneath bridges and climbing on rocks and everything, and I could not hold the camera and have my hands free to catch myself if I fell.
I should have sent you my GoPro. You need a GoPro. Yeah.
I should have brought the GoPro.
Yeah, you should have just brought the GoPro next time.
Yeah.
Have a checklist. Yeah. This is still really cool, but I've never seen anything like this up close. Just so you know, I've always lived in like California, Los Angeles, big areas. So I've actually never seen anything like this where there's people searching for somebody somewhere because there's nothing like this, right? Where would we go, into the sand?
Right.
Yeah. I would love to, But
So what we
yeah.
were doing is we were driving up and down the road. Anytime there was a culvert or land that was not posted as private or do not trespass, um, or any bridges or anything like that, we would get out and search. So this is one of the wooded areas that I walked in until I got too close to a house and had to turn around and come back.
Yeah, it
But
looks a little creepy.
oh yeah, you've got these rows and rows and rows of trees. You've got deer poop out there, so you've got deer tracks and stuff. And I know, at least I know what I'm looking for when it comes to the animals. So I'm looking for something out of the ordinary that you normally would not see in the woods, right?
Right.
So I'm walking through this and I'm looking for big piles of sticks, branches, whatever to look under, and I'm just looking for anything that might look like it's been disturbed or out of place.
It's hard to see there, and I can't tell if those are like animal tracks or are there feet, footprints there. Does it look like there were searchers there? It's hard to
No,
tell.
it was deer tracks and animal.
Okay. So you went somewhere where there hadn't been a whole bunch of people.
No, I don't think this part was touched at all. At
No,
least
yeah,
at least it
that's
didn't
what I
look
meant.
like it.
Yeah, it didn't look like it, and it wasn't on their radar because I don't see it. I see like little dips in there, but I couldn't tell if that was animal tracks or like footprints. So it's like a random tree in the row. Yeah, that's a little creepy. What time of day was that? I don't see it on your film. Was this the first day you were there, or it
This is
wasn't the
still the
morning?
first day.
Okay, this is still the first day.
Yep.
Yes, everybody. Marv went for 2 days. Well, a day and a half.
No, there was no cookouts, and I did not see Ron Logan in the woods.
You didn't see any sticks mysteriously laying down like in the shape of oh man.
No.
Dang. We could have used that for some content. Yeah, this does look
So you'll
creepy.
see me because this is all these trees are in rows and the trees are close together. So I'm trying to find areas in between where the branches aren't gonna really get to me, and so I can walk through and look at each row. And I'm like, oh yeah, you see the camera moving like, okay, which area can I get through in these trees? Because I'm trying to cut through and not get whacked in the head. And
I was gonna say, now that I see that there's branches that are really
Yep.
low, right across.
Yep.
So you're just gonna run right into that and get
Exactly.
probably pricked with those whatever's on there.
Yes.
Good call on the area, though. I mean, it definitely would be somewhere you could get out to if you were going to dispose of something, or even throw clothes out there, because you guys could have found anything. You could have found some clothes, another shoe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times did you and Facebook user argue? There was a few. So many leaves and down branches everywhere. Everywhere you go, it's like this.
Yeah, that looks like it kind of looks like it's getting towards the late afternoon, the time, but it's
It
hard to
is.
tell when you're in that kind of, in those things, it gets dark and then you come out of it and it's light. But
Yeah, no, this was towards the end of the day. I think we had about an hour and 15 minutes left of sunlight.
yeah, I can see that it was it looked like it, but it's hard to tell. It really
But
is.
I mean, look at all these branches and stuff that are
They're
down.
low. Yeah, they're low.
Yeah.
It's hard to even like get in there without like kind of crawling through. I didn't know you were into yoga. Wow.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys are
Oh, this
you guys
this was nothing. This was a cakewalk
yeah, there's a
compared
couple
to
spots. But,
the bridge we went under.
oh, I wish we would have saw that next time.
Yeah,
GoPro,
there
GoPro.
was no film in that one.
Did you get any pictures of the actual bridge at all? Like the when you walked up to it or no?
I think so.
Well, we'll see.
This is me trying to get out of the woods.
This is like
Because
Blair Witch
I
3.
had the two of them yelling for me because they didn't know where I went.
Marv and Blair Witch 3.
So I'm trying to walk up this embankment to get back to the road. And then the embankments, some of them were steep, man. It was like crazy trying to get up there.
Wow, it was snow. There was still snow out there too.
There's a little pockets. That's why I said it's still wet in some of those marshy areas. Yeah, that's where we parked the car, was down there. Sorry for jiggling the camera all over, but I'm trying to get stickers off of me and everything, and
You're
walk
doing
back.
great. Yeah, I guess then when the water melts, that happens with the marshes. I gotta do my research on other states. I'm not used to any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The only
There
places
was
I would go,
even deep in the woods, there was still water with ice in it.
okay, yeah. So we just came out of like winter there, and you said it was like 70 one day, or I don't even know, even hotter. You guys were like sweating hot, so that's
On this day, I only wore a sweatshirt and a t-shirt
okay.
underneath. That
So
was
the
it.
next day was hot.
The next day, it was cold and windy.
Oh, okay.
But when we went on our walk, which you'll see,
Look at those
it
trees,
was
man.
hot.
That's a good
was
picture
hot.
right there. I can see all the tiny little things. And now I see what you're saying. It is almost like a cobweb of
Yeah.
yeah. So you can get just like not see it and get caught in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a great workout, right?
Oh, it was a workout. Oh, this is where we're going. We're going to check culverts.
Oh man, yeah. Dun dun dun.
Because you had to look in everything
I know.
on both sides, and
that's like just Pennywise coming out of that is what I imagine, and that's why it's creepy. But yeah. That's what you have to do, and I mean that's where somebody would hide something where no one wants to go.
Right.
Dang, look at all those piles.
Oh yeah. Now I couldn't go too far back in here because there was a no trespassing sign, but I I did
And of
sneak
course we
around the
wouldn't do that.
I did sneak around the guardrail and go down there. Up until the point the sign was and looked, but
and you said no. We don't want Marv to be on guilty of crime for trespassing.
yeah.
Yeah, no, people take it seriously. I mean, I lived out in semi country, and when I went to high school, and people do not, I was near the orchards, they do not want you on their property. They will come out with shotguns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
No
pointing
joke.
the camera up, but I'm digging through here to see if I
What
can see
is that?
anything.
See,
It's
that
just a
creeps me
pile
out.
of wood
sticks
and branches
wood.
and you name it. And
I wonder if
it's
that's like
everywhere.
burn wood, like extra wood they used didn't burn or something. That's where you would be. That's where you think you would find something, and you got to move that stuff. Yeah, I feel for those searchers. See, it could be any. I mean, you could have just like not moved one thing and then. Yeah,
Right.
that's a lot. That's a lot. Did you guys have gloves and stuff? I didn't see
No.
anybody.
No.
No.
Next time we're taking gloves.
Yeah, I saw. I won't even talk. I won't name the channel, but I saw the Gilgo Beach. One of the YouTubers go to the Gilgo Beach search, and they did not realize they were wearing shorts that day, and they got
Hmm.
eaten up and just tore up. So yeah, I'm glad you didn't come back with like branch marks on your face.
So I'm trying to make my way to look under this bridge.
The bridge. Gloves, yeah. She didn't do it without gloves either, guys. No gloves. Did you have long sleeves on? Yeah, you had a hoodie,
Oh
I think
yeah.
you said. Yeah. Oh, that's scary right there. That's a good.
Okay, so these are the bridges I'm talking about, and you see Paula come walking out from underneath that bridge. So she had checked both sides by the time I had already gotten over there. But then I'm just zooming in, looking across and trying to see if I see anything or
Yeah, that's so hard.
and
That's hard to.
I kept hearing geese or ducks or something. That's why I keep swinging the camera over that way. So I'm trying to figure out where they were, and they were so loud.
Yeah, I wonder how well can you gauge. Oh, there she goes. How deep do you think the water is there? Is it just like can you walk across if someone wanted to, or does it dip down?
I think it might
What-
dip down a
Okay,
little bit.
a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, as you can see, it's not easy getting up and down those those
No,
hills.
no, no. Even with with hiking gear and gloves and stuff, it wouldn't be easy. But you guys were kind of just casually out there.
Right?
Yeah, you slip a little and scrape your hand. Yeah, that was there's like gravel there. But the water is that's where it scares me. And I don't know if they've searched or looked there or what, but I mean, yeah, things
It's
could be
crazy.
anywhere. It is.
And as you can see, there's all these fields and then there's just woods. And that's how it is
Yeah.
everywhere. Fields and woods.
Woods. Yeah. I mean, so this was the next town over. There you
Yes.
are. Hey, Marv.
So as you can see, I'm just wearing jeans and a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
No, geese don't play, man. And that's kind of cool that in that opening shot, there's the feather there.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. It's got blue on it.
The blue. Yep, I see it now. Blue, and then
Yep.
the long part of the feather. Yeah, there were some there. You heard them.
Oh.
Oh, what is
So
that?
I'll explain. We were going through another section where it's field, woods, and we came across this, and it ended up being a deer carcass.
Okay. Yeah, that's creepy. That creeps me out.
Oh, that creeped
A
us
deer-
out too, man. We were like,
I'm
what in the
sure.
world?
What did we find?
Yeah.
I wish I wanted to pan back on the ribs, but you can't because there was
I got a
ribs over
shot of
there,
it
right?
afterwards.
Oh, you did? Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, or like,
It-
okay, deer. Pie, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, I can imagine. Yeah, and they got the search teams in other spots too. I can imagine how many other like different kinds of bones and things they found, and we're like, nope. Hopefully.
So one of the bridges that we went under, I ended up going under first before my sister did, and I found a pack and play under there for a baby that was folded up in the the part that goes in the bottom was like laid out underneath it, and I'm like, what in the world? And then Paula came around the other way, and I'm like, um, there's more bones. But we couldn't
And
figure out
fur.
what kind of bones those were. And then there was a bunch piles of those sticks and stuff. So we had to look through all of that.
Yeah, that's interesting. The pack and play, because I mean, 3 years old too. You could be like, oh,
Yes.
is that the pack and play from Elijah? Did they dump that under there? What else did they get rid of?
Yeah, she's pointing out more
Uh,
bones in the woods.
so you imagine, like, when you got these search teams and they're going real slow and you're finding all these different bones. You could imagine
Right.
you're doing it right there, but you only have 3 people and you have all kinds of people and you don't want to step on stuff and disturb it. Dang, there's a bone right there.
Yep.
More bones.
And a bottle.
Dang. A bottle. A 40 bottle. Yeah, the bones wouldn't be that way. They were only if,
Right.
we were not that far out yet, but yeah, it's still creepy for me
I
to
was
find
trying to get
bones
out
like
of there
that.
and I got hung up in the branches because my sister-in-law was at the car and she's like, hey, come here, I see something. So that's why we're walking over that way. And then we ended up going in the woods even more.
Yeah. You were
Because she
holding the
thought
phone.
she
So you
saw
were
something.
one-handed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I didn't have to go downhill, I carried the camera. But if I had to go downhill,
Go
no.
downhill.
Or climb on rocks, nope.
Yeah, next time either just get a strap and put it on there. They actually have those too. You can put it right there and just put your phone in
Yeah.
if you don't have the GoPro. GoPros are cool sometimes, but then you get too much footage and you got to cut through it.
Well, the battery life is a lot
Not that great.
shorter than what my camera is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, unless you're going to catch some exquisite footage.
Right.
Although I do think there's an extra one, just FYI. I think you could pop in another. You can have a separate one on charge and
Yeah.
pop it in that way. Because that would have been really cool. But this is cool. I couldn't even imagine what it looks like when I look at the Google map, like views.
Yeah.
You can't tell, like, from where you are doing this. No, it looks nothing like this to me.
And the ground is not flat. It's got these like little bumps and
It's also got sticks, like branches everywhere.
Yes. And then you got tree roots sticking up and you're never walking flat. So I'm like, these people are going to be bouncing around with this video, but I can't help it.
I'm just glad the colors mute.
Huh?
The color's very mute, so it's not
Yeah.
hurting my eyes. If it was like colorful, it'd be like, I'm telling you, you could have made money off of this 20 years ago when the Blair Witch came out. They advertised this.
Oh, I know.
Just what you're showing, and those people got rich.
You
that's
saw
all
me.
it was.
I actually tripped there and almost fell. But I kept seeing the stuff back here, and I'm trying to walk, but like I said, it was all bumpy. It was like little clumps of grass everywhere, or dirt or whatever. And
look at
it was
that!
hard
Like
to walk back
muddy
there.
water. You can see the sticks and everything all over the ground. Wow.
But yeah, this is what it's like. And you're trying to
How many hours did you do that on the first day? You think roughly?
Well, by the time we got started, it was probably 12:30. And we went till 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's a lot. I was going to say 1 hour for me. Not that I wouldn't be into it. My heart wouldn't be into it, but my body, man. That's a lot.
You see me ducking and
Yeah. You could barely see it. That's why you could barely see the like sticks coming out. It looks like
yes,
cobwebs, but they're branches. Dang. And you didn't bring anything to like poke it either. You just used your hands.
I knew I there was plenty of sticks out there. I could have picked one up
You could
if I
have,
really
yeah.
needed to poke at something, but
That's what I would have done. I would have just been poking at stuff with my.
you could
But
tell
yeah,
that
that's
nothing out there was disturbed either. So
yeah, that's true. And there's no tire tracks leading. Like somebody
right.
would have had to, yeah, get out there.
Oh yes, that was a window we found. It's just a random window.
Yeah, they don't want to pay the dumping fees. I thought it was a TV for a second. Now you're back at the road.
Yep. Dear Prince.
Except in short, but I can. Yeah, Andrea, if you saw the shot earlier, look at the branches, how short
Yeah.
they even start from like the almost the ground, like they'll trip you.
Right.
Yeah, they'll trip you and then hit you in the head at the same time. Damn.
All right, so I just wanted you guys to see what this area was like. When I say it's fields and then house and then woods, this is it.
Is that town to town now? Are you driving into another town?
No, this is still Mishikati or whatever.
So there was like a house and then just a bunch of
Yeah, it's just
fields. Yeah. Yeah, that town is really the does it actually
yeah,
does
it
that
was
town have a
very
town?
rural. Huh?
Okay. Does
It was
that I was
very
wondering
rural.
if okay, that town's rural. Because the
And
Two Rivers at least
we
had a
just did a little
place.
corner of the section we had because it was
Yeah.
just so everything was so wide open, and so you would drive and then every time you'd see woods, and if there wasn't a house right in it or on the side of it, we would go and search it.
Yeah,
But
that's a lot. You look to
at
the
this
right
point I
and there's
was
just
just
a
taking video just so you guys could see what it's like out there.
yeah, that's cool. Never would you can't tell from other people that aren't close to that are watching this case. Yeah, you can't see that. Like if you don't know, you you don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
And I mean,
it's just a different climate.
we didn't take time to look in the fields because we figured the farmers would be out there soon, and if something were out there they'd find it.
Right. And I
But
wonder
I
if they've
did know
had
that there was searchers searching the fields too.
and I wonder if they've had helicopters out there, right? They've got
I'm sure
helicopters and some of the geothermal stuff to check it out.
they've used drones, they've used helicopters,
Drones.
they've used
Yep.
horses, they've used dogs, they've used it
Right.
all.
And you can see tire tracks fairly easy from when you're
Yeah,
driving off. You can see if someone drove off. That's like a clear indication. It's very yeah, very clear. And I don't see you can tell there's not. It's just fields. And then
right.
a tree. And then a field.
And then a
And
group
then
of
more
trees
trees.
in the
And then a
out in the
group
woods.
Yeah. Good job, Marv.
But I
I,
just wanted you guys to get an idea of what it was like in this area that we were in. It was crazy.
yeah, we did a live
Then
that night.
then you come. Well, there's a house there, so you can't search. Because that's their woods around their house.
A little bit of snow.
Yep.
Sun's going down. Sunset.
So I'm just gonna fast forward here because I don't know.
No smoking in there, Marv.
Oh, hang on. No, I could not smoke in the rental car. It was driving me crazy. This is us going underneath that bridge.
You're a trooper. I can see you sliding down the hill.
Yeah.
Slide, step, slide, step.
You see me dancing up.
Yeah, yeah. We can do a loop on that next time with that
Yeah.
music.
So Paula went along the road. I went along the bottom here, and then we kind of met in the middle underneath the bridge.
So were you looking to the left of you and she was looking to the right, I guess, because look at
Yeah.
all the I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is. Are those sticks or is that or no, that's like just dead weeds or something. I don't know. I can't see tell what that is.
This here is farmer's field, but then we
Okay.
had big, huge piles of sticks all in here that I was
Okay, so
looking
that
in.
is sticks. Yeah, I
And then
couldn't
if you
tell if
went
those
up
were sticks or
further,
what.
then if you went up further, that's where the bridge is, and we were under the bridge, and it's full of boulders under there. So you're climbing over these boulders.
Oh, I can imagine.
There was no way I was carrying a camera down there.
No. You would have dropped it, broke, gone.
Yeah.
Or you would have fell. Yeah, we don't. At least we got to see the bridge, though. That was cool. We get an idea. I've been waiting for this since Sunday when you came back swirly eyed.
It's hard to see because of the sun, but this is underneath here is the bridge and the creek that runs along it. Me talking to the camera.
No volume, huh? She's sleeping? No, she's on her phone.
Run the camera a little bit more today and give you guys a view of two rivers in our search areas that we're doing today. Oh, so this was the next day. The reason I have the hat on is because in the morning it was cold. It was very cold and windy. So I had my hat on. We had extra clothes on. And then we decided to go on our hike, and that's when it got warm. So this is over by the water where our hotel was. So this is just a different glimpse of town in the Lake Michigan, I believe it is. And this was another section of the town that we hadn't gotten video of.
Two Rivers?
Yep. You could hear the GPS. I mean, parts of it are really old. Parts of it are really old.
Yeah, you can see the buildings are like some of them are just like wood, old wood.
Yeah.
And then there's a subway.
Yeah.
Like just in the middle of, I mean, like random.
That closed at like 5 o'clock at night.
You guys were looking for food, weren't you?
We were.
What'd you end up getting? Pizza? Something?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
We couldn't even get anybody to deliver there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. No one's coming to Two Rivers.
But yeah, like I said, it's a very old town.
Yeah, it isn't that big either. I mean, 11,000 people. It's maybe more than I thought it would be, but that's, yeah. The buildings look new though. Like the police department and those ones look pretty new. Those are all like yeah, very new. And then you got the really old like bars and
Yes.
yeah, good to see.
And the houses are right on top of each other.
That's weird because there's so much freaking space.
I know.
Those are weird lights even too when you're driving
Yeah.
there, Lakeshore. Yeah, there's a wooden house.
Yep.
Marv. Is this day this is the second day you guys were
This
heading
is
out?
the second day. This is Sunday.
They're pretty big houses though.
Yep.
Just some crusty old apple pie. Oh. No, Two Rivers Dental.
They still have a Piggly Wiggly there.
If anybody knows what that is.
It's a grocery store, but
Oh,
most of them have closed down.
Yeah, I never even heard of that.
They have two big cemeteries. This is the first one.
Did you take a look at the other one? I'm curious. Sometimes when we were younger, we would check out the cemeteries in our town because there wasn't a lot to do, and you'd see like really old, like 1900s, 1920s. So nobody visits them anymore, right? So I wonder if those were like really old or current or how they were. That's an interesting.
We see the mixture. There's old and new in there.
Okay. There's probably a lot of family tie. This is probably like another one of those towns where the judge hangs out with one of the lawyers and they have a drink at the bar, right?
Yep.
So this is going to be, I mean, if this gets further than just the charges they have now, this is going to go to the hearings and to court in this town. Wow. That means you could drive over there and be at some of them. What a place. Everyone's going to have a Dollar General.
We were up and down all these side streets the day before searching. Anywhere where there could be a group clunk of trees and woods, we were searching. And
I really hope that they have gotten search warrants for the cell phones by now. And, it takes a while sometimes. Sometimes it's really quick if it's, I don't know. I don't really know. It depends on the jurisdiction, I guess, and why it comes back so quick. But dumb criminals take their phones with them to places, and then other ones will just leave them at home. So Elijah went somewhere, and he went in a car somewhere with someone that probably had a cell phone on them. I just wish I knew who.
Had a cell phone on them.
That's what I'm hoping. Yes, of course. I just want to know what they know. It's been in the news every day. Every day I've looked, there's an update, and so I'm like, what are they gonna say? But they're still searching, so we have hope. The Madeline Soto one came out way too quick, almost. I'm glad that they or brought her home and they have all that, but that was just like overnight. So
yep,
this one gives us a little hope.
The apartment again.
Do go left around it? Do you go around it at all?
Oh,
I'm I'm trying to see. I wonder how big it is. Yeah, those buildings are solid, man. That's not like
mhm,
your kid ran out and got out. That's for sure.
right.
Dollar Generals and Walmarts
I got yelled at by a guy
for coming back around
for parking in the parking lot. Told me he
in
called the
that parking
cops on
lot.
me. He got my He told me he got my license and everything, and so I had to go move the car.
Is that the apartment or condo parking lot? What I don't know what they call those out there.
The
It
apartment
looks like
parking lot, yeah.
a parking apartment.
So we're going back to the car. I get in the car.
Don't want the cops to come while you're searching.
No, I drive around and I park in front of the in front of the apartment building.
You could just go to the
Well,
cemetery.
I'm sure he's being gawked at. He lives in that
Yeah,
apartment
no.
building.
And he
And
probably saw you with your cell phone too.
I'm sure he's sick and tired of all the cops and people around. And that's why we went back, is because we saw flowers. But
Was that by the tree with the it went really quick. Was that with the tree with the hearts?
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna have to do a part 3 to show some
There's a
more of this
lot.
video. There is.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's good. Yeah, this is well, there's gonna be more too, because as it unfolds, we're definitely gonna have to
Yes.
hop on that. We hope there's more to come soon. And I feel like there is, just because every day they've said something about it, and I'm like, what did they know?
So I wanted to show this video here.
When was how many hours ago? Or was this what does this say?
This was
Green Bay.
4 hours ago.
4 hours ago. Perfect. Thank you. I'm weird like that. I need to know. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so did you catch that? They want video, anybody that has a ring camera or anything in town, they want them to check their video camera on the 19th between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. for that car.
I didn't hear the volume at all on that. Can you play that again and turn it up, or
You didn't hear the
no?
volume at all?
No, did anyone else hear the volume?
Okay, hang
There
on.
there, there was no volume. I muted myself so I can hear it, and you couldn't hear me, but I didn't hear. Yeah, no sound on the video, and not just me.
All right, I'm going to start it over.
I'll mute for a minute.
Now I got it. So it does not belong to Jesse or Katrina. They're
Yeah,
not
I still
interested.
didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
Nobody, yeah, no, it was just silent. I was waiting for you to play it, but
Did anybody else hear it that time?
no, I don't think so. That was anybody else. Carly, can you hear that? There was no sound.
Oh my God, now I know why. Hang on.
For this 3-year-old boy. Elijah Vu was reported missing from Two Rivers on February 20th.
Good to go.
Two Rivers Police providing more updates. Multiple law enforcement agencies were searching rural Manitowoc County this morning and again this afternoon. Two Rivers Police also providing more details about this 1997 beige Nissan Altima they have in their possession. It does not belong to either Katrina Baur or Jesse Vang, his mom and boyfriend, who are both in jail on felony charges of child neglect. And police saying they are not interested in the owner of the car, but they continue to ask the public to check their surveillance cameras for video of that car on February 19th between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. Also today, Manitowoc County.
Okay, so that tells me a lot, Jay. If they know it's not Katrina's car and it's not Jesse's car, and they're not worried about who the owner is, and they have the car in their possession, they know who it belongs to.
So why are they asking the public then? Is my
Because
question.
they believe one of the two of them borrowed that
Borrowed
car
the car.
on the 19th, which was Monday, but he was not reported missing until the 20th.
Right.
And they're only looking for between the hours of 2 p.m. to 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
And anybody who has footage of that car, they want them to send that footage.
So they can see where they were driving, who was driving, if there was two people in the car.
And which way they may have gone when they took Elijah to. They believe Elijah died on the 19th. That's what that's telling me.
That says a lot also about having the car and how it was taped off and what evidence might be in the car also. Because there can be fibers of anything and they can get a lot of information with that. So that does say a lot, actually. And yeah, I'm telling you, when they have updates like that every day, something's coming. They got something brewing behind the scenes, and everybody has a Ring doorbell. So I hate to even say that he died on the 19th, but we know it. He's probably.
Yeah. So you got to read between what they said. They said the car did not belong to Elijah's mother or her boyfriend.
Maybe can you play it one more time after you explain it?
Yeah. They know who the car belongs to because they're not interested in anybody's tips as to who owned the car. So they already know who owns the car.
They just want
they just want video of where that car was driving between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. on the 19th.
Because they're looking for where the body was dumped or anything was discarded. They're looking for clues. I shouldn't have said that, but they're looking for clues. But the big clue is where something was dumped between those hours. Yep. And of course, any other clues they could get. And we don't know who the owner is. They're not going to disclose that. They haven't disclosed much, but I think they have much more than they're telling us right now. But I think we'll know more soon, honestly.
Yeah. Well, look at it's 2 weeks today,
2 weeks?
And they're just telling us about the car, which they've known about for a long time.
Right.
Okay. Yes, I will.
One more shot, guys. Listen.
Rewind. Yeah, listen to what they say, and then you can pick up on why.
Was issued for this 3-year-old boy. Elijah Vu was reported missing from Two Rivers on February 20th. Well, today, Two Rivers Police providing more updates. Multiple law enforcement agencies were searching rural Manitowoc County this morning and again this afternoon. Two Rivers Police also providing more details about this 1997 beige Nissan Altima they have in their possession. It does not belong to either Katrina Baur or Jesse Vang, Elijah's mom and boyfriend, who are both in jail on felony charges of child neglect. And police saying they are not interested in the owner of the car, but they continue to ask the public to check their surveillance cameras for video of that car on February 19th between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. Also today, Manitowoc County Crime Stoppers increasing their reward for information leading to Elijah or those responsible for his disappearance to $10,000. That's up from $1,000. That reward in addition to the $15,000 the FBI is offering in this case. Let's return live now to Two Rivers and join our reporter, Emily Baur, who has been out there all day today and again yesterday and for much of this investigation. And since this has been going on now, Emily, we said for 2 weeks. Are you noticing, though, a change in how perhaps this investigation, if not is being handled, is being communicated?
Chris, so with any investigation, just a general investigation with authorities, they typically don't release a ton of information. They can only release maybe the time that something happened, what they're looking for. Sometimes they don't even release if they, have a suspect in something. So for them not to release too many details early on in this investigation, that's not really that surprising because they're doing their job, right? They're busy going through all of the different clues that they have currently. So right now, as this investigation has now gone through 2 weeks here, all we knew is that Elijah's been missing. He was reported missing on the 20th. He was last seen by a caretaker at 8 a.m. We've had these same details now for more than a week and a half. And so even just getting this information last night about this vehicle that police say they've had in their possession for some time, and then now getting another post with an update in less than 24 hours for us to get even more clarification on that. We're starting to see some more details trickle in from officials and getting that confirmed from officials that have already checked things out. That kind of says a lot with where this investigation is going. What information they're still looking for is very important too, and that's what they're asking for the public, businesses in Two Rivers, in Manitowoc County, and even further on, because right now they're looking for any clues that could lead to finding Elijah Vu.
All right, Emily, you're mentioning that video, that very specific time frame that they're looking for video. If anybody has surveillance video of that vehicle, you have spent your time in the community today. Any sense of how people, if that stuff is even available, if they're looking through and they have that surveillance camera video?
Yeah, so your thoughts were mine exactly. I was kind of like, okay, I have a personal security home system, and I was even going through mine. How far back can I go, right? What's recorded, what's not recorded? So my initial thought was, I'm going to talk to some small businesses down here. A lot of them do have security cameras, and they maybe do have, say, a Business Pro account or something where they maybe can record further back. So that's what we did. We were kind of going in, popping in with small businesses. I went to a couple different ones downtown. A lot of them, talking off camera with me, saying that, they're just so shaken up by this whole incident, and they have been checking their cameras. And then when police, released that information last night, again, check your cameras from February 19th. Again, that is the day before Elijah Vu was reported missing. And that time frame, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's that time frame that they're looking for specifically. And I think for a lot of people, maybe you might not know what exactly you're looking for, because again, police haven't released a lot of information. But if you go on your cameras and you find anything that seems out of sorts, that's when you should call that tip line. Again, a lot of small businesses just telling me that they've just been really checking their cameras. And again, when they asked for that time frame, the businesses that I popped into here this morning, if they had a camera system that showed throughout their property, they said that they gave another look, and they're just as eager to help find him too.
All right, Emily, thanks so much for that. Again, the family searches will resume again tomorrow. Law enforcement searches all over the place today. Emily, thanks so much for that.
Yeah, so that tells you a little bit.
I switched to H&R Block, doing my own taxes online. I was able to file free, and it was so easy to do on my own. So long, TurboTax.
Yeah, I think we've gotten really spoiled with hearing a lot and press conferences and them releasing a lot more. But right now with this case, they're definitely not doing that because they have more, and they have to present this to the court, to a judge, to hold them on further charges. So they don't want to let out too much.
Okay, so what did they want to see here?
He wanted to just see the car real quick again because he wanted to see
Oh.
the markings on it, the tape.
That I can do.
Yeah, and that's interesting because that's when I saw that I was like, oh, I wonder what if the tape is some kind of evidence that they have, or if it's just let's see.
Well, you see the tape here, but then there's red tape on this car too. So I don't know
Yeah.
if they
I
do
didn't
that
know.
just to the hood, but then I see red tape on here too.
It could be the areas that they checked. I don't know. Yeah. Speculation. Let me
But
see.
then when you look at the back, there's a red piece of tape here. So it could be that they're marking certain areas. I don't know.
I keep seeing the tape, even on the other car. It's over where the crease is of something. So that could be an indicator of them checking the area or finding something in the area. But yeah, you're right. The other car showed that too. So there you go, Juror 13. It's hard to tell exactly what that is, but it does. I do see it over the creases of openings.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're definitely giving out more information, which is nice. I'm glad that the businesses and the homeowners are, you heard the reporter. She's like, they go back and look at their footage right away. They're not erasing that footage from that time period.
They're cooperating, and most people don't even realize you can go back that far. It's like $5.99 a month, and it'll take you far back. That cloud storage is so. And Lollipop, the thing about the car was just, so please have more information than we know, and they're looking to find out. They're looking for people that have seen that car on the cameras between 2 and 9 p.m. on the 19th, because they obviously suspect something, and they know who the owner is, but they want to know what direction it went in, where the car was, because they're looking for clues on where whatever was in it. They're looking to know where it was. That's what the car is.
No, Jesse is not Elijah's dad. Now, Jimmy Vang is, and he's incarcerated at the moment. He has been for a while. These cases of babies being harmed or worse are so incredibly hard. Yes. And I don't know what it is about the past few weeks, but they've been coming fast and heavy.
Yes, they have.
And it's just so sad. So sad.
That's a good question about black boxes don't tell you direction. They don't tell you coordination. I don't think it tells you the speed and other things. I didn't mean to change the subject on you, but yeah,
you're all right.
It's been coming way too fast, and normally I can't handle it now that I have my daughter. My son's grown up and my daughter's 9 now, but you know what? I feel like we're helping to get the word out and to bring real evidence out there, and so I can handle it a lot better knowing that. But when I'm just sitting there watching it, it hurts and breaks my heart. So at least we're bringing awareness. But yes, it's coming like every day, it seems.
So okay, so we had Audrey, right?
Yes, the little blonde girl.
Yes, we had Audrey, and then we had Elijah, and then
it's like right in a row. Madeline,
Jennifer Garcia.
Oh, you're looking at yeah.
Sebastian Rogers, Gemini Madeline Posey. She was in when did she go missing? January 7th, 2024. So since the beginning of the year.
Are you looking at like a national like missing? Is this the We can't see your screen, so I'm just curious what you're looking at. There you go. Thank you.
So this is Beyond the Evidence Facebook group that you can become a member of. It's always
As
got
long as
the
you're good.
stream. So this is another one for the school bus. 3/1/2024, Jennifer Garcia went missing
4 days ago.
from Georgia. Yep. Then you have Sebastian Rogers. He's another one.
I gotta get on here. I'm on the group, but I haven't. This is hard
January
to digest.
7th, 2024, Gemini Madeline Posey's been missing. I mean, there's so many of them. Look at this is just stuff that I posted to the group today.
Yeah, and have you seen the stuff about Madeline's mom now? I was going to do a video. I'm putting stuff together for that about Madeline's mom. I thought that too, and not because I was just being the blamey person on the mother. They're actually going back and looking at all her words. Juror 13 said something like that. They had a conference about it, and they're doing it. But yeah, I don't want to take you off subject, but yeah, this is everybody should go to Beyond the Evidence. There's like 10,000 people in that group, right? Does it say? Oh no, or is it? Oh no, this is 1.4 thousand members. It's still got a lot of information.
Is a sick woman out of Elwood, Indiana, not far away from Delphi.
This is the blood river boy. Oh man,
yeah,
you have a lot to digest.
I mean, there's so many. Kayla Berg, she's another one. She's right in the town next to me or over from me, about 25 miles. She's been missing since 2009.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, this is a guy this is Jared McCullough. He's been missing since November of 2023 from Carmel, Illinois. And wow. I keep putting information on the Facebook page or Facebook group page so that people can share it, and so that I can remember to last seen February 28th, 2024.
Yeah, you got to bring awareness because they pick certain cases, and certain cases will make national news, but then you forget about those people. Not right. You, so but people do.
So I'm putting them on here so that I can start doing short pre-recorded videos on each one of them and get them out on YouTube for everybody to see.
Awesome. That's going to be.
And of course,
that's good.
Wear blue for Elijah View.
There you go.
So
put a blue hearts. Man, as this unfolds, we're going to definitely have more to report on. I can feel it coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Madeline Soto too. That one's
yes
every day, but that Carly said the same thing. Get out of my head, Carly. Yeah, that one's definitely coming. They're picking that apart.
And they're still looking for harmony.
They're still looking for harmony. Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like there's justice until they bring her home, but there's partial justice.
Okay, 50 Shades. I will approve it here in just a minute.
Mahogany Jackson. That's a good one.
I got to look at that one. I don't know what that one is.
Let's see. I don't either, but I hear about all these, but I can't get into all of them.
Yeah, I know.
I definitely, and missing people it's hard for me because I need to know the ending of stuff. The cases I cover are like, I want the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
But
more
we'll
and more as keep you updated.
Yeah, for sure.
I try to put the at least the nightly updates of Elijah on the Facebook group. So everybody has those updates. on him and what happened that day. And
Yeah, I'll go back and look at that. I saw the car, and that is a key point.
and anybody can post anything to the Facebook group. It doesn't have to be just me. If you see a story that you want to bring attention to, put it on there.
I'll do that.
And
That's
that
like
goes for anybody who's part of that group. And it doesn't
Yeah.
matter where in the world it is.
and we
So,
can help, and we could do videos on it too. It gives us a
Yeah.
good platform to pick through the cases and see what we can do. I know it does
Right.
for me when I look at that. Dang.
but there's just so many kids going missing right now. It's not even funny.
I know. Did this happen back then when we were out and our parents said come in when the street lights went on, or is it just because we have social media now that we know about it? I'm curious. I have that question.
It's because of social media, and it can be at your fingertips in a moment.
Okay.
So if you know Vinnie Politan, he's got his own YouTube channel now under Vinnie Politan. It's
he was
funny.
upset today. I heard that one. Did you hear that
Yeah.
about Madeline? Okay. Yes, I know.
But he even said it's because of social media and the fact that you can get it out. This has been happening forever.
Okay. Yeah,
It
I figured,
just
but
wasn't. They just couldn't report on it as well as they can today. That's why
Yeah,
you're hearing about more and more and more.
just like back then, abuse was just you be quiet and nobody says anything, and unless it made it in the newspaper, right? So, yeah, I just saw him today. I realized that he had his own channel, and he was very heated about the Soto case, which is why I like him, because he gets very heated, which is how I feel, but I don't want to yell at the camera. He can do that because he's Vinnie Politan.
Thank you, Andrea, for approving those Facebook requests. And yes, we can get on Mahogany and get her story out there too.
Yeah, I just put that in my side note there, so I
Okay.
even know about the case.
Yeah, a great way to remind us about these cases is to wait till the video is over and go and put them in the comments below the video.
Yes, please.
And that way, because I look through mine, I'm sure you
Me
look through
too.
yours.
Absolutely.
And that is one of the best ways, because if it comes through email, I know I said send it through email, but I get so many emails now that they get
You're
lost.
right.
So it's
You're right.
easier to keep track of them in the comments.
Yeah, do that. And if you guys, do in the comments, and if you want something covered, I will absolutely, I'm absolutely open to covering these cases, and I'm sure Marv is too.
Mhm.
We're eager to cover the things you want to see, not just something that's happening right now. Because, yeah, I'll go way back on stuff.
Oh yeah, I will too.
Yeah. I appreciate that kind of stuff, and I'm working on it, but there's so many new cases.
I know they're coming. Like I said, they're coming so fast. It's not even funny.
Yeah, just when you think one ends, right? I kind of thought after the trials, boom, 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 we got.
And I found out a trend, you guys. This happens, believe me, and guilty of crime, Jay, you can attest to this. If you or I put out, let's say Mahogany is not getting a whole lot of coverage on YouTube.
Right.
If you and I put out a video on Mahogany, all of a sudden she'll pop up everywhere.
Well, then there you go. You're right, bringing that to my attention, because that's happened to me.
The other creators see it and they're like, "Oh, I need to cover that."
And they're like, nobody, these guys are nobodies. So that happened to me twice. The Elijah Vu before anybody had a story. And then also the cult guy, Elijah Bishop. Nobody had that. And then all of a sudden I see all these creators and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Even Grizzly True Crime. And I was like, she was mentioning that on one of her other cult ones.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck? So yeah, there you go. That's a good.
So if you have cold
Leave in the
cases
comments, guys.
or
Yes.
older missing person cases, send them our way. We'll get them back out there.
We'll get them back out there because all the ones that have 300,000 followers will go at them too.
Yep.
Well, I put
Like
her name.
Carly says, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm up for the challenge. Zab stole your chart. Don't say that. But I have noticed, and I love Zav, I've noticed a bit of a change in the things she's doing, and it's awesome. I wish the little people could collaborate with her more, but she's busy.
Yeah.
But no, she's doing PowerPoints now, and I really like that organization just when I'm viewing it. So it's freaking jerk.
That is actually a good idea.
Yeah, I do that too. I do the I don't use PowerPoint, I use Illustrator, but I put it looks like PowerPoint with the words and thing and scroll through it. So yes, all creators, we're all collaborating. We're not against each other, right, Marv?
Right.
We all work together. And if
we're here to
anybody's
grow, so
we are here to grow. I'm here to grow, but I really want to keep it real. I want to grow, but I want to be good with everybody and collaborate with everybody. I don't want any beef with anybody.
Oh, it'll come. Don't worry.
Oh, it already has. It already has.
You won't want it, and it'll come find you.
It already has. But guess what? I am not going to give it the response that it's looking for.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We will do a part 3 because I still have a lot of video.
And we are going to have updates soon on this case, I'm sure. So we can go back through and do that. And I'm assuming but it's Marv is running this thing so graciously. And if she invites me back, I will come.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 2 hours flew by talking.
Oh, I know. Like, wow.
So True Crime Investigates on. We should. Yeah, it already has Miracle Hearts. Trust me. And it's okay.
You're welcome, Mama.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it isn't a competition.
No.
And I love doing stories by myself, but I also like having somebody there with me, another creator, 2 perspectives, 2 opinions. So
yeah, and it's a community thing. You can have a community thing sometimes, and sometimes you can just be ultra focused on what you want to say.
Right.
That's just how it is. But there's no competition. And for me, it doesn't matter. Good night.
I tell everybody, go subscribe to her.
I know. I appreciate that. Greeno's like that. Carly's like that. It's just good to have good people that surround you. Yeah. You know? So that's what I'm about. And let's keep it that way.
Miracle.
Yeah, we should go mess with Anthony, get off this and mess with Anthony because he took away my intro and put some weird music on.
He's got some payback coming from both of us.
He does. You better tell him, Carly.
Absolutely, 50 Shades of Faye. Get a hold of me.
Both of us, yeah.
Yeah.
All my stuff is on my channel at Guilty of Crime. All my contact info.
Oh,
I'll follow you too.
He has been in here messing with a lot.
Janine, here is your
Oh no.
trash can. What's the reminder for?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you see that. You see all the yeah, I don't say it out loud, but there's a lot of stuff in there. And I was wondering if he just did it because he was logged into the wrong channel or he just messing around.
He likes to mess around. There we go. There's my email address. I'm like, I got so many banners in here. I'm gonna have to delete some.
Yeah, I put something up too yesterday. I put a couple things so that we wouldn't have to do this and they're gone. So I'm gonna catch him tomorrow and make him
fix it.
Make him fix it. Yeah, because I wanted to put mine and I had done that, but that's okay. I can put I can just put a comment on there. Hold on.
He's
Since I
such
don't
a
have an
stickler.
intro or an outro, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
I'm
it's
gonna get
guilty of crime by J at Gmail, everybody. But if you hit me up on social media and stuff, hit me up on any Facebook, social media, Twitter, anything that's on my page, I'm here. So
Oh yeah, and if you're interested, here I'll show it real quick. I am known as Marvelous Marvin on
I
Facebook.
love that name. Yeah.
And you can always get a hold of me on Facebook Messenger there too. Right now, my picture is Elijah. So
Yeah.
that's another way you can
Anybody,
get a hold of me.
yep, send cases, and then also on your page, your Facebook page. That's a good one. I've
Mhm.
been seeing it, but it's a lot to digest, but I think it's a good pin board, and we can tick away at the cases too. I
Exactly.
can use that. It's like Pinterest for true crimers. Can't find my Facebook, juror. I'm gonna put it right here just for you, just because I'm like, hold on real quick. I have it on my new intro, but since Anthony messed up my intro,
Mm,
there's no intro here. I'm gonna just show you real quick. Flash that, and then you guys will find it after that. Check this out. It has nothing to do with anything. It's facebook.com/twisted images. That's where I'm at the most. So hit me up there. Cases, anything. Thank you. All right, I'll take that down now.
yeah, and that's mine.
All right.
So. All right,
Yeah.
everybody.
You all have a great night.
Stop the
Well-
banner from going now. And yes, have a good night. We will
Have a good night.
see you soon. I'm probably not going to do anything tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday.
We'll see you all, and we'll talk in between.
Oh,
Thank you,
absolutely.
everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night, and spread this video out so people can see what the area of Two Rivers, Mishkat, and Manitowoc are like.
Like, share, subscribe, and if you share that, all of a sudden a lot more people are going to be out there and showing that, which means they have to travel. So yeah, please do. Everyone have a good night. Thanks, Marv, and thanks for going out there and doing that. That was awesome.
You're welcome. Thank
good
you,
night.
and have a good night, everybody. Bye.